Welcome to the series where I test out the OSRS Wiki money making guides. I started this series almost a year ago, and since then we've tried out multiple methods even if they're a little silly, such as picking bananas or even flax. If you enjoy these types of videos, then feel free to check out the playlist that I've made for them, and feel free to leave a suggestion down in the comments for a method that you'd like to see tested. With that being said, let's get into the video. So for today's moneymaker, we'll be taking a look at stealing Cave Goblin wire. Now the requirements for this is 44 thieving. You won't be needing any items, but you do have to have the Death to the Dorgashan quest completed. Now profit shows about 332,000 GP per hour and about 8,000 thieving XP. So we'll be taking a look to see how much we can get in this 1 hour. Now as for inputs, jugs of wine are recommended since you can take damage from this activity, and they are a pretty cheap source of food, so they are highly recommended. Now as for the gear setup, all you'll be needing is your lightest outfit. So I'm bringing my full graceful along with the max cape, which acts as a graceful cape. And I'm also bringing this Dorgashkan sphere to teleport directly to the area that we need to go to. So I'll be clicking on this to break it. It has a pretty cool animation. And we are teleported to some random location within Dorgashkan. So yeah, let me show you the place where we need to go. So if you look at this map, the place we need to go to is down here where it says wire machine. This is the place where we'll be thieving. So it might take a little bit of maneuvering to find your way there, but as long as you follow the map, you should be okay. So from here, we should be able to go through here. Run south. Open up the map again just to make sure we're going the right way. And yeah, we'll just keep going south until we reach these stairs right here. Alright, so go up these stairs, then climb down these stairs, and here is the wire machine. As you can see, there's a wire spinning right there. We can grab it, and that's pretty much the entire moneymaker. Once we have a full inventory, we'll just run north past the stairs once again, and bank up here and heal up if we need to, because the machine can damage you for 5 damage, so be wary of that. Now, alternatively, if you don't have one of those spears to teleport to the area, you will have to make your way to Lumbridge Castle. Once you get to Lumbridge Castle, you can go into the cellar right here in the cook's area, and there's actually no map link for that, so let me go ahead and find the area. Mistland Underground. Alright, so once you go down the cook's cellar, you'll go through here, you'll be in the castle cellar, Lumbridge Castle cellar, and then you'll make your way through the Goblin Maze. But if you've already done the quest, you can probably talk to the NPC here that will teleport you directly over here to this spot, and then once you're in this area, you can go south into here, and then you'll find yourself in Dorgashkan, and it's the same method. You'll just make your way all the way down here to this spot. Now, if you are curious on how to make the spheres, you can actually make your way north of the bank right here to Oldak's teleportation laboratory, and if you give him, I believe it is 2 law runes and molten glass, he will make a sphere for you. And these can be noted. You can bring him noted items to make them multiple at a time, so you don't have to make multiple trips to and from the bank. I'd say it's pretty helpful to make a couple of these because I believe I do use them for some clue steps, and of course for anything else, any other reason why you'd want to find yourself down here. It's very nice to have one of those instead of taking the Lumbridge route, which is a lot longer, I think. So as for the method, it is very, very simple, and I mean very simple. All you're going to be doing is grabbing the wire from this machine until you have a full inventory, and then once you have a full inventory, you can run north to the bank all of your items, and repeat the process over again. Now, you can take damage from this machine every now and then. It does have a chance of stunning you and dealing 5 damage at a time, and when that happens, you might want to stock up on some food in the bank. That way, whenever you go and bank your full inventory, you can also heal up. The item that's recommended to heal up with is wines, since they are very cheap. I think they're like 2 GP each, and they heal a pretty decent amount. They do impact your combat stats negatively, but you won't be needing that here, so they are the perfect food for the job. Now overall, I'd say this moneymaker is very AFK, and that's pretty much due to the fact that you're only grabbing this wire from the machine, and it does take 5 seconds for it to respawn, so you are going to be waiting around a little bit, but it is decent money for very low requirements and very low effort. I suppose if you wanted to be really efficient, you could bank at the crafting guild, and then you can just use one of the Dorgashkan spheres to come back here, but I didn't really want to do that because it's more expensive because you have to pay for the spheres, and it's also random. You won't teleport to the same spot every time. I might get unlucky and teleport to a very far place, and it's probably just better to run to and from the bank here. Now, while I was running to the bank, I did try to angle the camera down to my point of view, and I gotta say this place is actually pretty cool. I haven't really spent that much time here. The only time that I've been here is for quests, and anytime I have a clue step that brings me down here, but it's a neat little area, especially at the market where you have those NPCs that are shouting like whatever they're selling, so it's pretty neat. And that actually reminded me of the HD mode that's going to be in Runelight. I'm actually super excited for that. I think it's currently in review right now. And yeah, I can't wait to use that and just explore areas that I don't really frequent that often, especially like this place right here. This place would probably look pretty neat in HD. Now you're probably wondering what these cave wires are even used for. They're used to make light orbs, which are needed for an elite clue step. So every now and then when I do my elite clues, I do have to buy one of these wires from the Grand Exchange to make the light orb and fix one of the lights down here. I gotta say, it's one of my least favorite clue steps because sometimes finding a light that needs repairing can be very tedious and it'll take me a very long time to find one. But yeah, just a lot of hopping worlds and just running around trying to find one is, I guess, the way to do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this method. Not really much more to talk about down here, but I did want to mention the fact that I actually didn't have to use any wines while down here, so I think because of our high thieving level, maybe we took less damage from the machine, or maybe if we just stayed here for like another 30 hours, we would eventually need the wines to heal up, but we didn't need it for this 1 hour. Alright, so after 1 hour of stealing the Cave Goblin wire, we managed to get 476 for a total value of 439,000 GP. Let's head over to the GE and see how much money we can make. I'm pretty sure it's going to be traded for less than this, but let's go find out. Alright, so I did a little margin check to see what it was selling for, and it looked like the lower end was 841, so we'll go ahead and put it in there for that. And they all insta-sell. So if you want to make a little bit more money, I suggest putting it in there for maybe market price. They'll probably eventually come through, but I don't think they're used that often, so yeah, just be careful of that. Still, we managed to make 400,316 GP, so not bad. And not only did we manage to make a bit of GP, but we also managed to get a bit of thieving XP, 10,472 to be exact. Just keep in mind you get 22 XP for each cave wire that you steal. I just want to say thanks for checking out the video, and thank you to all the people who have decided to become channel members, with a special thanks to Captain Fat Daddy. Becoming a channel member is one of the best ways to show some extra support, and you get some perks along with it too. Once again, thanks for checking out the video, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and maybe even a subscription, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next episode.